Hey guys, it's Lindsay and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up and comment below. 2 weeks ago, I made a video and it was my 6-month manifestation update. Every 6 months I go through my vision board and I say what's happening on it. And I realized that I was in a rut. I thought I was in a manifestation rut, but I realized I was in a negative mindset. Our mindset is what helps us manifest. Manifestation is always happening. It's like electricity. It always existed, it's always there. We just had to plug in, and once you plug in, your light turns on. But if you are not plugged in, your light is not going to turn on. The same goes for us. We have that inner light and we need to plug in to turn that on. So how do we plug into manifestation? Well, we have to have a positive intent and we have to love ourselves and we have to think positively, and that's what I was doing wrong. I did a little research and I found out there's something called mirror work. So what mirror work is, let me show you what I did. I have a motivational coach that I know, and a few years ago she actually sent me a literal mirror vision board. You could probably see my filming setup on the other side of this, but you don't have to use a board like I do. I just happen to have one. You can actually use your mirror. So what a mirror board is basically using a mirror to manifest. You think of a vision board or affirmations, just putting it on a mirror. Literally, that's what it is. And it's manifestation on steroids. Research shows that literally if you look at yourself in a mirror, you will be more powerful in whatever you're saying to yourself. It magnifies it. And why is that? Because it kind of makes you feel like you're external. You know when people say, like, say to yourself what you would say to someone else? Well, when you actually can see yourself and the emotion in your eye, it's like you're talking to another person, but you're talking to yourself. So it's really powerful. And I just want you to think about for a minute, what do you typically do in a mirror? We scrutinize every detail about how we look and who we are, and we're looking at ourselves directly and saying it to ourselves. And have you really thought about what that does to you? Obviously you hear what you think, you believe, but what happens when you're like literally looking at yourself and you think, ew? That is internalizing negative thought. And I was doing research on this, and we don't even know that we're doing it. We start propelling these thoughts, and that is a big reason why we are thinking negatively and holding us back from achieving our goals. However, research shows if we do the reverse, if we put kind intent behind when we look at ourselves in our mirror, if we are kind to ourselves, that negative talk and anxiety scientifically really goes away and we get a positive mindset. So that posed a question to me. What if we turn our mirror into a vision board and we put our goals on it and our affirmations on it, and we read them and look at them while we see ourselves? That's where mirror work comes to play. You can use a regular mirror, you put affirmations on the mirror, be creative, whatever you want. Like mine is a mixture of photos of what I want to achieve, affirmations to myself, whatever speaks to you, put on the mirror. I have like a gap in the middle so I could actually see myself believing these things. And at the end of the video, I'm going to go a little bit more into what I have on my mirror board, but I kind of want to, since this video is about what it is and why it works, let me get into it. How can we use a mirror to manifest? Well, the brain works in crazy ways. I'm going to do a couple tests for you to prove to you why this technique works. First, I'm going to put a picture of a lemon on the screen. Now, think about eating a lemon. Imagine how it tastes. Imagine how it makes your mouth water. Imagine what it feels like to have a lemon in your mouth right now. Your mouth is watering, your face is puckering. Is your mouth watering right now? As you look at this picture, as I describe it to you, do you feel like you're going to eat a lemon? I know mine is, and I'm just literally describing it. Like my mouth, I'll show you right now, is like puckering as I like look at this image that I have in front of me and talk about it. But we haven't eaten a lemon, you guys. We're just looking at a picture. We're just thinking about a lemon. So why did this happen? Why did our body have a physical reaction like it was eating a lemon if it did it? Well, the reason for this is scientific. Food makes us salivate, and the reason is we need to have those enzymes in our mouth to digest food. So we actually get a body reaction when we look at things, and our body actually internalizes it and acts as if it's happening, even if it does not. Isn't that crazy? Here's another example that I know you've experienced. Think about when you're in a tear-jerking movie. You watch the whole movie, you start crying at the end for the character. It could be happy tears or sad tears, or maybe someone's in a fight and they get hurt and you feel their pain. But why are you feeling this pain? You know this movie is not real. You are not the character in the movie. So why are you crying with the character if it's not even happening to you? The reason for this, the human brain has mirror neurons. Like literally, they're called mirror neurons. And they help us learn through imitation. And the reason humans and even some animals are built to have this is so we can learn, we can have empathy. So you think of when you're little and you're learning to eat, you'll copy what your parents are doing to learn. You see facial expressions and we copy them to learn them. But not only that, it also helps us have empathy, because when we can feel what someone who is not ourselves feeling, when we can feel something and put ourselves in someone else's shoes, that gives us an ability to have empathy, which makes us greater conscious beings. And that's what's literally built into humans from an evolutionary standpoint. We have mirror neurons, and that is why, on a basis of survival, we will salivate when we see a lemon. We will cry or laugh with a movie that's not real. So yes, our mind is so powerful. That's why people say our mind can't be distinctive between reality and imagination and our dreams. Our mind is kind of wired to not know the difference. So we can use that to our advantage. We have mirror neurons and we have an ability to feel something that's happening is real, even if it's not. Then why don't we use that for good? Because as we all know, our thoughts create our reality. So let's create the reality we want, and let's use this to our advantage. So here's how the mirror comes to play. How we look at ourselves in the mirror is essential. I don't think you need to see a study to know that. You know, when you look at yourself and you say bad things to yourself, you do not feel good. So we need to make this video about being positive. And you know, research has actually found that it makes a difference in whether you feel better or you feel worse. So if you put compassionate images on your mirror or compassionate affirmations, these things can be amplified by the use of the mirror as a way that we can externalize yourself. So for example, when we put something on our mirror board or on our mirror, and what I mean by externalizing yourself is, if you could talk to yourself, don't you hear all the time people saying, treat yourself how you would treat someone else. Give yourself the advice you'd give to yourself. You know, you don't give yourself that advice. Well, if you are looking in the mirror and saying it to yourself, you are literally giving yourself advice. And there's something scientific about it, that when you look at yourself in the eye, it's just very powerful. I have another video about this, about smiling for 1 minute and looking in the mirror. You have to try this. I can't explain the feeling, but it truly feels like someone who loves you is talking to you. When you're truly looking yourself in the eye and you're truly hyping yourself up, saying, I can do this, I love myself, you feel that within yourself. And so that is what mirror work is, and I'm going to call it mirror boarding in this case. We are going to be using mirror work as a mirror vision board. So I want you guys to do this with me. This is my start of the journey. I have my mirror board right here. I'm telling you, this does work because I accidentally did this in college when I didn't know what it was. I put my affirmations on my mirror. It's actually the first blog post I have, and I wrote like, you are beautiful, you are an award-winning journalist, I am going to move to LA and be a red carpet reporter. Literally, I just read those every day on my mirror to remind myself, and I became those things. So you don't realize that these things are changing, but one day you wake up and you're like, wow, I changed my mindset. I'm really going to look at myself in this mirror, as you can see, and do these things because I need to do the work, the mirror work, to have a more positive mindset myself. Because just because I have a motivational channel doesn't mean that I'm feeling happy all the time. This really is a lifestyle. It's not magic like people say. It feels like magic. There is a magic to it, but it is a workout for your mind, and our mind and our ego will tell us negative things, and that's what mine's doing right now. And that's why I made a mirror board. So that's what mirror boarding is, what mirror work is. And so I encourage you, please try it with me. You don't have to have a mirror board like I do. You can just write affirmations on your mirror and look at them and say it to yourself. Get creative and let me know what you think. Do you believe in mirror boards? Are you going to try it out? If you do, please comment below and make a mirror board video back to me. At the end of this year, I want to make a video of all the things everyone following me manifested and how it changed their mindset. Remember, our mindset does not change overnight. For me, it's a constant battle, but you notice over time the things that had bothered you at one time just don't bother you anymore. And you're like, wow, these affirmations actually worked. I believe in myself. And the first step is you need to fight for you to believe in you. And I know mirror work is a very powerful way to manifest. And the key to manifesting, again, is to love yourself and to believe in yourself. It sounds corny, but I'm telling you, that's all you need. So let's get on this. Let's do this together. And I'm really excited to see all you manifest. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, give a thumbs up, comment below, and let me know what you want me to talk about next time. And I'll see you next time. Bye.